Hey all, how you doing today? I'm CVMG and welcome back to a little more Summon Dragons 2. And while I haven't played since the very beginning, I have been playing for a while and I do plan to continue playing and even start a new challenge account whenever server 107 comes out. Even though some may claim the game is becoming a bit too pay to win with the addition of new SP units, I plan on tackling as much content as possible with the A ranks alone and we'll see where that goes. But that still begs the question, how's Summon Dragons 2? Is it still worth playing? What kind of experience does it provide new players? Well, I plan to answer all this and more while trying to be as unbiased as possible. So without further ado, let's answer the question, Summon Dragons 2. Is it even good? Is it worth playing? Well, one of the things we can see from my home island is that I'm 55 chapters deep in the campaign and still climbing. I don't exactly know how far these chapters go, but I do know that I've been playing for almost half a year without having to worry about running out of content. Well, actually, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Yes, this is an idle game for those that are unaware. You will be collecting resources over time from this fortune geyser, but I gotta tell you, this is not where most of them come from. In reality, the world map shows pretty much all you need to see. Well, that and the event page on the main screen. There's areas that you can only access from this side too. I don't know about you, but for me in these idle games, my first concern is usually filling out the gallery. And what can I say? I've nearly filled out the entire roster, and I'm merely days away from having 2 of the 3 exclusive SP dragons. As far as gacha games go, nearly every single aspect of this game is accessible for free to play. I've recently been asked how my first recharge pack badge still stands tall while I have so many Divine Dragon coupons. Well, whenever I say everything is accessible, that means everything. They don't limit you on what you can buy, even if you want to use something like Google Play Points. But there's only a select few things you have to buy, and absolutely none of these dragons are locked behind a paywall. You'll often see people questioning which dragons don't show up on a banner, and I'm here to tell you, they all show up on a banner, except for one. Beyond is often regarded as the pay-to-win dragon because people think you have to pay money to get him. But even with dedication towards the in-game events, he can be yours too. Simply save up 1100 summons and he could be yours. Now that may sound like a wild statement I've just said, but not in Summon Dragons 2. You'll get hundreds and hundreds of summons without even trying. They're even straight up farmable in most places in the game. All sorts of world events like the Ancient Crusade will have you stacking up dragon eggs in no time. They seriously are not stingy with the summons. And I know you may be thinking, but pulling these guys isn't enough, you're gonna need duplicates too. Well, they thought of everything, because including other in-game functions, every banner has a spirit orb for you to farm. Every summon will get you a shard, every shard will get you one step closer to either a skin, a main dragon you need, or a spirit orb to evolve any triple S or below dragon you already have. And again, with none of it being locked behind a paywall, you have multiple shops for buying these types of things. They're also constantly dishing out updates and making changes based on consumer feedback. Before, the Skybound Odyssey used to pause and loot every single crystal on every single cloud, making it take forever. After a couple players suggested bypassing that collection screen, bam, it was implemented. New events and game modes they come out with always have a ton of cool rewards for you to get. And look, let's be real, we all want to take a break from our game sometimes, but they're not going to punish you for that, because if you want to purchase tickets to use at a later day, they're not going to limit how many you can have. There's also just layers upon layers of dragon progression. Every time I think that I have a dragon nearly maxed, I unlock some new feature I didn't even know about and realize I still have a while to go. But due to the sheer amount of items you're going to get throughout your journey, it's never a slog. You're always going to have some way to progress throughout the day. Even though my account looks pretty decked out right now, I know that it's still a baby and that I have a long way to go to get to where I want to be. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. So if you want to give the game a shot, or maybe you want to come back, don't forget to use my special download link and maybe RNGesus will bless your account. A long story short, yes, Summon Dragons 2 is worth playing. From all the brain-bending PvE puzzles to the intense 15 versus 15 free-for-all PvP, this game's already got a lot going for it, and it still has a lot yet to come. If you plan to stick around or even join me on this adventure, then feel free to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you all liked it, but other than that, that's gonna do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.